my new album is called Trilogy, and the reason I'm calling it Trilogy is because it's the third solo album of mine, Rising Force, and it's got a song on there. It's more like a suite that is called Trilogy, and it's got three different segments. That's why, it's called Trilogy, because it's three, and the album is the third album. And same thing with the cover concept, really, because it's got a dragon coming out of the sky or whatever, with three heads on it. So it's all three, really, a lot. And yeah, I'm producing it myself, and I wrote all the material on it. And there's some real heavy ones, real fast ones, and a couple of more, commercial track, with the tempo-wise and all that. I guess you gotta take the bad with the good by doing that, producing your own record, because it's really, really a lot of work. Because you have to be involved with everything, not only the songwriting and stuff, but as far as mixing everything and putting everything together right, and arranging the music and deciding exactly how it's gonna begin and end as far as the sequence on the record, and it's a lot of work. You have to be involved in everything as far as the drum sounds, up until every little keyboard overdub or something. It's not like I'm just playing the guitar on the record and I'm staying home for the rest of the record. I'm kind of like trying to stay in control more or less out of about everything on the record. It takes a lot of time and effort, really. Well, the reason I want to produce myself is the same reason as I want to write everything myself. It's because I want to complete everything on my own, really. Just because I feel like I'm more like a composer or something, rather than just a songwriter. It's like I want to compose every little bit in the arrangement, And also I feel that's very important, that I have control over how it ends on the record, which is the production side of it, more or less. And I think it goes hand in hand, really. How I'm approaching the whole way of creating the music, it has to be put down on tape the same way, So that's why I'm doing it. The single we're gonna release first is called You Don't Remember. Or maybe I'm gonna call it You Don't Remember, I Can't Forget. I don't remember. I don't know. Either one. That one's more commercial. I wrote down the keyboards, actually. Then there's a couple of real fast tracks. One's called Liar, one's called Fury. And then there's a little slower ones. One's called Dark Ages, real heavy. And it's a ballad, but it's an instrumental ballad, I think. I don't know yet. As far as musical influences and inspirations, whatever, my main source of inspiration and influence is from classical music, and mainly Bach. Really, is my god, or whatever. It's just I never get tired of listening to the stuff that he did, and I try to apply some of that stuff, like the classical influence, into my playing and my writing, and more than anything else, really. I'm not getting very inspired from listening to more modern music. I mean, of course, it's a lot of good stuff, but that's not my main influence or anything. And Paganini, I love Paganini's violin work and stuff like that. That I love to try to do something similar to as well. I was very surprised this year when I got a Grammy nomination. I thought it was very funny. I didn't win it though, but after all, it was quite nice to have a nomination. I was real surprised. I was real surprised and flattered more than anything else, really, by the guitar player readers. Got voted very nice things from the polls and stuff like that. It was really nice. Well, people started listening to my music in America even before I came here, actually. Somehow, some demo tapes and stuff that I used to do in Sweden, they got over here somehow. I don't really know how. And they started floating around like, it's kind of like bootleg tapes and stuff. And they got played on college stations and stuff, and mainly in the Bay Area. But I ended up joining a band called Steeler instead. And that's how it all started, really. Started playing with them, and then people heard of me, and I joined another band, so to speak. That I didn't stay in too long, and then did my own bit. I really feel very much at home here in America. I like to play here a lot. I like to play here, and more than anything else, I love to live here, as I've been doing now for 3.5 years almost. And I feel more like a part of this country than I do of Sweden, really. And I love to play in front of the audience here. They're also very enthusiastic most of the time. And just, in general, really great feeling from this country, really. The people I like here.